This shallow lake was gradually filled in by alluvial deposits and became a swamp.
Even today, Donana's landscape keeps changing. A western wind blows perpendicular to the coastline, sweeping up silica from the immense rings of dunes which border the shore. Inexorably, the sand creeps up along the pine forest, encircling and smothering it. These great mobile dunes create spectacular scenery, which was described in 1910 in a book by Chapman and Buck called Unexplored Spain.
To the west are revealed vast vistas of Saharan desert, with kilometer upon kilometer of shining sands, totally devoid of any vegetation. Oh, the exaltation of magnificent desolation, the splendor of sterility.
Except for the softened contours of its dunes, Donana offers only flat stretches of land, a succession of varied landscapes of contrasting vegetation, an astonishing patchwork of terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems.
Donana is the host to an extraordinary wealth of wildlife. Being near the Straits of Gibraltar, it is one of the main stopping places for the great bird migrations between Europe and Africa. Hundreds of thousands of birds come to spend the winter here. More than 150 species visit the park.
Since their origin, the swamps of Guadalquivir, being inhospitable to men, have been a privileged enclave for the animals of the region, especially birds.
Despite its renown, despite the fact that it is a recognized part of Spanish heritage, the great painter Goya, for example, visited it in the 18th century. Despite having been the object of many studies and scientific expeditions, this natural treasure was menaced in the 1950s.
In 1959, some private companies, as well as some departments of the Spanish government, undertook to drain the swamps, threatening to destroy the unique ecosystems. International wildlife preservation societies immediately mobilized, particularly the World Wildlife Fund, for which this was one of the first urgent cases. It's thanks to them that the processes started which led to the creation of the Donana National Park in 1969. Today, the park attracts visitors from around the world who set out on their visit of Donana from the La Rosina and the Acebuche visitor centers.
Donana is explored with the help of organized visits. We'll pass lagunas, dunes, cross pine forests, and the infamous thickets. In this fashion, however, we've little chance of coming upon the two treasures of Donana, the lynx and the little Spanish mongoose, unique in Europe and called the meloncello.
During the wet season, when the swamp is flooded, the best way to visit the park is by horse. Huts have been put up which constitute excellent observation posts all year round.